in the BFFs. Now, I don't know. I have a an issue on this. I have an issue with the BFF. So Shannon got a lot of heat online because she brings her two daughters, Adeline and Sophie. People are saying, "Don't you have any real friends?" On the show RHOC, Shannon has told us she has five real friends in the world and doesn't need fake friends like Tamra. Please don't consider Vicky one of your real friends, Tamra. She's a garbage pail of a human being. I don't think that's bad. Why not? It's a free trip. Of course, bring your daughters. Gizelle brings Kai. I don't know where you've been hiding Kai. And then Ashley brings Brant. Girl, I don't know where you've been hiding Brant. But look, I gotta be honest. I got a little problem with Luann and Cynthia. I mean, really, you and Cynthia are like best friends? Really? I don't think so, Luann. I'm sorry. So there we go. The daughters are now for Shannon talking about, and I love how Ashley and Giselle have their gays. The daughters are talking about Shannon's, past relationship. Okay, girl, we know it's John Jansen. They must be sitting there and they must be looking at Earl and they must just be like, man, thank God mom is with Earl. You may not like him, but I think your daughters like him. Is he right for you, Shannon? No. Do I think Shannon's going to end up with Earl? No. But the girls have to be happy that this is not John Jansen, right? Okay. And this James guy is touching Luann's BFF, which apparently is supposed to be Cynthia Bailey. I'm never not going to have a problem with this, but he's like touching her and his arms are around her. He wasn't being so creepy, but he wasn't being not creepy. Well, Luann really gets fucking mad and she says, "You're being rude. I'm mad. You're getting handsy with my BFF." That's not so good. That's all I can say. It's not so good. There you go. And let's see what else. I think she likes Mark. Ash likes the friends are picking one of the guys to go on the boat, and they pick Mark for Luann. And Ashley gets the daddy Ralph, and she still has her daddy issues. And Kai picks Phil. That's Giselle's other guy. I like the doctor. It's Earl for it's Earl, of course, for Shannon. I don't think she's going to end up with him. They go on the boat. Cynthia Bailey, man. And she's not even looking for a moment. Cynthia starts talking to Mark, and Mark says, "I like to date younger women." And she says, "Have you ever dated someone Luann's age?" And he's like, ish. Mark, I think, is 61 or a little older than Luann, but pretty much the same age. They're both around 60. And he says he almost dated someone Luann's age, but not really. And Cynthia's like, huh. And Luann doesn't seem so happy. And it seems that Mark is kind of wants to have fun in life, and Luann really wants someone. And Cynthia is like, listen, I'm just going to call this what it is. You guys are not right for each other. You might be great friends, but you're not right for each other. You go, Cynthia. I mean, she's been married and divorced enough times. She would know. So Luann is not thrilled. Mark says this date made it worse. He hates Cynthia. Ashley is with this guy, Ralph, and he's a bad kisser, the lizard, but she's like, I can teach him how to kiss. And then, see, here's the thing with Ashley. This is why Wale says she's playing games. She always gets right back from a date with Ralph, and then she goes to Wale. I think she really likes Wale, and she's just trying to prove that she's not going to end up with him. Man, Ashley really has a fucking daddy complex, doesn't she? She also let us know that Michael Darby was a bad kisser, and he kissed like a lizard, and then they kind of worked it out. She has the two hottest guys. Ashley is extremely confused. She doesn't know what to do, but it ends where the host says we have to eliminate somebody right now. I predict that Ashley's going to end up with Wale. I predict Shannon's going to end up with nobody. I guess Luann will choose Mark. And Gizelle will choose the doctor. There's still this rumor that one or two of them, or one of them at least, is dating someone from the show, but I don't think so because wouldn't we have found out about it by now? That's what I think. What is interesting is it has just resurfaced, just come out that Luann is in Sag Harbor. She's on her street. Um, I live like literally, I could walk to Luann's house in 8 minutes. There's no real paparazzi that hang out on this street. She lives like on a side street. You live on a fucking main road. What do you think you're the Queen of Sheba? You live on a fucking main road. Well, like Luann lives on a main road, but it's a side street. It's a nice street. It's Sag Harbor. She has great water property. You guys saw it in the show. But the point is, paparazzi does not hang out there. Well, all of a sudden, Luann is in her front yard and she's putting on nail polish on her, doing her nails on her Vespa. And I mean, if these are not staged pictures, I don't know what is, but she has this huge rock on a finger. And it's like there's this rumor going around, is Luann engaged? I don't think so. No, she is engaged. I mean, I know who the guy is, but is it really up to me to say? See, this is the thing, guys. I've always said this. If I know things in the real world, I won't spill them if I'm not supposed to. When I know, and I don't, I guess, really know who the guy is, but I know who the guy is. But I don't think Luann is engaged. But I don't know if you saw this. Luann is now toting this huge rock of a ring, which yeah, it does look like an engagement ring. I mean, I can't lie. So this is going around. Is Luann engaged? That's the latest rumor. And I don't know this. I would say good for her if she is. I don't know why people need to get married. Why do people need to get married? Why? I mean, she married Tom for 2 seconds. So I think Luann is just a hopeless romantic, and she will get married. But why? And girl, you better have. I mean, just make sure you don't lose your Hamptons house, okay? Hamptons property is really worth something. Meanwhile, but that is the thing. I don't know if you saw the pictures. I'll share a picture. I don't think the paparazzi is just on this. I think these are staged pictures. Um, but I don't know why. Like, why would she be staging this? Like, is she, Luann doesn't really get desperate for press. She's not like Chanel Ayan. She is, look, Luann is very similar in that sense. Like, if you want to interview me for something, I just want to talk about this podcast and drive you back to the podcast so I can make $1. You interview Luann. Do you ever notice Luann? I mean, the host last week said something like "Life is a cabaret." She almost fell off her chair. She was so happy. It's all about Luann's promoting her cabaret. So I don't know why she would. I mean, if she wanted to stage a photo op, I would think she'd be in a top hat and tails with like, magician's wand for a cabaret. I mean, that's something. And staging this with a ring, I don't know. So is Llewellyn engaged? I don't know. By the way, I also love in the show how when the boat was driving by, they were like calling out. I didn't hear them calling to Luann, but she's like, ah, they know me. I love when they break a fourth wall. But she's like, ah, they know me. I'm not so sure they were just calling to you, girl. God, I'm picking on my friend Luann a lot this show. But I don't know if they were just calling to you. I mean, Shannon was on the boat. They know Gizelle. So did they really just know Luann? But I love when they break the fourth wall. And oh, speaking of Earl, those gifts he gave, he was going, the girls were going home because they sent home the friends. He got gifts like necklaces for Shannon's daughters. I mean, oh, what a nice guy. I don't know. I always have a thing for widowers. Like they're so nice. Although that's a broad generalization, but maybe Luann is engaged, maybe she isn't. We don't know. But you know who is? Uba. Uba and Mr. Connecticut are engaged. You guys saw this probably. I love how everyone, I mean, who knew Uba? Some of this is thirst. Of course, Ion is commenting because, family and all. But I mean, Garcelle knows her. But then, like, I mean, Ariana was commenting. I didn't realize Uba. I mean, I know the Bravo verse is small, but I didn't realize Uba and Ariana were so close. Madison LaCroix is commenting. Of course.